What is up, everyone? My name is Jack Southall, back again with another video, and today I'm here with my WWE Elimination Chamber 2019 predictions. Let me just get everything all set up here, make sure I'm checking out the chat if there's anyone in it. So open this up. And yeah, so as for the amount of matches that are on this show, I think there's only about 6 or something like that. So let's open up Wikipedia. I know my face looks like the friendly ghost at the moment, but bear with me. Get this card up and talk about the matches that are on it. So it looks like here our pre-show match is Buddy Murphy defending against Akira Tozawa for the Cruiserweight title. I think this is going to be a really good match. Obviously, Buddy Murphy's been killing it as of late with how he's been doing in the Cruiserweight division, how he's been as champion. And Akira Tozawa is really damn good as a performer himself. But who do I think is going to win this? I reckon Buddy Murphy is going to retain. I reckon he's not going to lose it until probably WrestleMania. If he has a match with someone, I think it's going to be on a big, high-profile stage or on a big pre-show match or something like that until he drops it to someone. And I don't know. I haven't been watching too much 205 Live recently, so I'm not really sure who's up in the ranks at the moment for the Cruiserweight division anyway. But yeah, I'm just going to say this is going to be a pretty damn good match, and Buddy Murphy's going to kill it and retain the Cruiserweight title. So we also, to kick things off, we'll talk about the Women's Tag Team Championship match for the first time inside of an Elimination Chamber. And the teams are, fucking hell, what is it? And the teams are Nia Jackson, Tamina, the Riot Squad, which will be made up of Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, the Iconics, Bayley and Sasha Banks, and Naomi and Carmella. Those two have had a very interesting weekend. Jimmy Uso getting arrested, and it turns out Carmella has been having sex with Corey Graves. According to Corey Graves' wife, she's accused him of cheating on her and all that stuff. A lot of drama going on in the world of wrestling. But besides that, this match could be good, but I can also see this being just a big clusterfuck for some reason of just a bunch of teams just all over the shot. I mean, they could make this really, really good, but we can only wait and see. I mean, they're taking a big risk here, making the first ever women's tag team title match inside of an elimination chamber. So, as much as I think this is going to be a clusterfuck, I reckon all of these women are going to do everything in their power to make sure that this match works and put on a good showing to become the first ever women's tag team champions. But there are a few teams that I can see winning this. Maybe like Nia Jackson, Tamina could potentially win it. Don't really see the Iconics winning or Naomi and Carmella, but if I have to pick one winner, it would be Sasha Banks and Bayley to win the first ever women's tag team title match. And the reason being is because, I mean, I know this doesn't relate at all, but it kind of does. But the first ever Raw Women's Champion was Charlotte Flair, and the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion was Becky Lynch. So I think it would be nice if the other two four horsewomen, Bayley and Sasha Banks, end up becoming the first ever women's tag team champions. I think that would make the four horsewomen look extremely good, just as a unit and just how they've come up in the ranks from NXT and then onto the WWE. For all four of those women to become the first ever champions of something would be pretty fantastic to see. And yeah, because Sasha and Bayley have been together for quite a while now, for about a year or two, and it would only make sense for them to finally win the women's tag team titles and become the first ever champion. So yeah, that's my prediction there: Sasha Banks and Bayley to win that one. And then we'll talk about this no disqualification. No, excuse me, no disqualification match between Braun Strowman and Baron Corbin. Um, I don't really care about this match too much, to be honest with you. I'm gonna take a guess and say Braun Strowman. I mean, if Baron Corbin wins this match, and that's a load of shit. Maybe Kurt Angle might interfere and help out Braun Strowman since they've had a bit of an alliance recently. Since Baron Corbin beat Kurt Angle, which I can't fucking believe that. Honestly, why they'd let Baron Corbin, and why is he still dressing up like Constable Baron Corbin? Why can't he just go back to his the attire he used to wear? I don't know. Just little nitpick. I mean, it could be good. It could be okay. I mean, Braun Strowman and no DQ matches are always fun to see, so I'm sure Braun will get the best out of this. But yeah, Braun Strowman with an easy victory. I think Baron Corbin's going to get absolutely destroyed in this match. So yeah, that's my prediction there. And we also have a Raw Women's Championship match. Ronda Rousey is defending the title against Ruby Riott. Another easy pick here, Ronda Rousey, because she's involved with the big feud heading into WrestleMania with Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, apparently, since she's replaced Becky in the main event. But we knowing how the storyline is going to transpire, I want to wait and see what actually happens with I almost said Sasha for a minute, Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda. But yeah, this is just an excuse to get Ronda on the card, which fair enough. And I'm sure this match will be fine, and I hope Ruby Riott puts on a good showing. But yeah, I think Ruby Riott's going to get the shit kicked out of her by Ronda Rousey in that match. And we also have a Intercontinental Championship handicap match. A handicap match for the Intercontinental title. I hate when they do matches where they put the title on the line, but it's also like a handicap match as well, or like a six-man tag. I think that's so dumb, and it makes no sense in my opinion. But I, because they put Leo Rush in this match, I reckon Finn Balor is going to win the Intercontinental Championship. And the reason being is so Leo Rush is going to eat the pin, so they can keep Lashley looking good, and Balor wins the Intercontinental title, and they have a proper match maybe at Fastlane or at WrestleMania even. But yeah, that's what I am kind of seeing from this. I mean, Finn Balor, after his fantastic match at the Royal Rumble, I feel like he does deserve the Intercontinental title. I think he's been very over, especially in the last few weeks since his Royal Rumble match. So, yeah, I kind of hope Finn Balor wins this match and becomes the new Intercontinental Champion, and then Bobby Lashley and Finn can have a proper rematch at the next pay-per-view, whether it be Fastlane or at WrestleMania, even if they want to take it that long. And we also have a SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. We have The Miz and Shane McMahon versus the Usos. I reckon Shane and Miz are going to retain again. I feel like they're going to keep this going all the way until WrestleMania, whether they have a match between the two or they defending against a really big team. I'm not really sure, but I feel like they're going to continue on as SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I don't really see any reason to why they'd like drop the belts this early. And I think the Usos they'll be okay with not holding the SmackDown Tag Team titles for a while. They're one of the best teams of the decade. And also as well, maybe they're gonna job out Usos as a little bit of punishment because of what happened on the weekend. I mean, well, probably not. But I think this match will be okay. I mean, the Usos are a great team, and the Miz and Shane are making it work as SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I mean, they're not the most over team at the moment compared to someone like the Usos or the New Day or anything like that, but they could still have a good showing. I really do think they could have a good showing with these teams, but I'm sure Shane will try to go for a shooting star press at one point. And hopefully, he doesn't like break his neck or anything like that, but yeah, I'm expecting this match to be pretty solid at best, and Shane and The Miz will retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles. So I think I've talked about every match on the show so far, except for the main event for the WWE Championship. It is Daniel Bryan, the new Daniel Bryan, defending against Jeff Hardy, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. Shit, who else am I missing here? Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston. Although it was meant to be Mustafa Ali, but unfortunately he got injured and he had to be replaced by Kofi Kingston. And Kofi Kingston is actually a very interesting name I want to point out here because if you when I first heard Kofi Kingston was going to replace Mustafa Ali, I was like, oh yeah, cool. I'm sure Kofi's going to do some awesome spots. But man, after the performance he had on SmackDown Live in that Gauntlet match, similar to what they did with Seth Rollins last year, dude, the amount of momentum Kofi has going for him right now, I feel like he's going to be very over in this match. And if they really want to do a big surprise moment, like one of the biggest shocks we've seen in quite some time, I reckon have Kofi beat Daniel Bryan for the WWE title and just have a massive ovation for him because Kofi has been on the main roster for 11 years now. He debuted all the way in 2008 when he was the stereotypical Jamaican gimmick. He's gone through all different uh, gimmicks or whatever. You know, he's been Intercontinental Champion numerous times. He's been United States Champion numerous times. He's been Tag Team Champions numerous times, and mostly with the New Day. And he's never really like had a chance to finally bump his way up in the mid card, beyond the mid card. I mean, they tried to do it in late 2009, but I think Randy Orton kind of stopped that because he had a bit of a bitch and a whine because Kofi botched a spot, some pathetic shit like that. But yeah, this could be a great opportunity to put the belt on Kofi Kingston and like create a new, fresh babyface because I feel like that's what we're kind of missing right now. We had that with Mustafa Ali, but unfortunately he is injured. I'm not really sure how long he's going to be out for. But the other babyface, obviously we have AJ Styles, but we've already seen Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles compete in matches previously. So I feel like going into Fastlane and to WrestleMania, let's go Kofi. I agree, Hugo. I'm all for that. But I don't think Kofi is going to win personally. I feel like he has a great shot. I think Daniel Bryan is going to retain. I feel like they really want to continue on with Daniel Bryan as the Eco Warrior champion. And if Kofi's performance ends up becoming really, really good, then yeah, especially in this match, they could have a rematch at Fastlane. And if that gets over really well, hell, maybe even a WrestleMania match. Because honestly, I have no idea what they're going to do with Daniel Bryan heading into WrestleMania. I literally have no clue what they're going to do. If they are going to do Daniel Bryan versus The Miz, like babyface Miz versus heel Daniel Bryan, which I thought about, but maybe they're not going in that direction. So, as of how I stand right now, I do think Daniel Bryan is going to retain the WWE title because Daniel Bryan's been a fantastic heel champion, WWE champion, that is. And I guess whoever he faces when it comes to WrestleMania time, if he is still the champion going into WrestleMania, um, I guess I can't really complain much because Daniel Bryan's just been fantastic. It'd be nice to see Daniel Bryan walk into WrestleMania as the WWE champion. That'd be pretty awesome to see. But yeah, this is going to wrap things up here for the predictions. This was actually fairly quick predictions. So, to recap my predictions at the end, Buddy Murphy to beat Akira Tozawa, Ronda Rousey to beat Ruby Riott, Finn Balor to beat Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush, Braun Strowman to beat Baron Corbin, The Miz and Shane McMahon to beat the Usos, Bayley and Sasha Banks to win the women's tag team titles, and Daniel Bryan to retain the WWE title. So, yeah, this is about it for my predictions. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a big fat like. Comment down below your predictions for Elimination Chamber tomorrow if you're excited because we're only a few hours away from the pay per view. And yeah, and we want to see more from me. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. You'll be glad you did. Twitter and Instagram's at Check 'em Out Law 31. If you want to check me out there, I might be tweeting throughout the event if there's anything that pops into my mind, if anything shocking happens. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out in 3, 2, 1.